Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all the TBC members and TBC leaders globally. I am Casper Deadmine. This is another series of my TBC 24/7 live broadcast. TBC Kringle is the private society. Although it is private, but it is not secret. All the TBC members globally are undertaking the massive campaign on the growth of our private TBC community. Our TBC private community is made up of trustworthy people who have ownership on TBC Kringle, which is our abundance-based cryptocurrency. TBC admin has just put out a public notice on all the TBC members' e-wallets. The public notice is announcing that TBC Kringle is a private society made up of its trusted, verified TBC members. I will show you with the screen on the public notice that is put out by the TBC admin to all the TBC members, TBC verified members within our private community, to spell this public notice to each one of us on our private society. As you can see on the screen, this is the public notice put out by our TBC admin for all the TBC members. Kringle Private Society, the Billion Coin, a global sharing eleemosynary society. On left and right, we have the international flag of peace flying high. The public announcement put out by the TBC admin on October 1st, 2018. TBC admin says that this public announcement is directed to the current members of the worldwide private society that has been known since March 2016 as the Billion Coin or TBC, as well as to all parties, both public and private, who may have an interest in this information. The intent of this announcement is to inform our members of important changes and refinements to our structure that are being implemented at this time to better serve our members, more accurately portray the nature and character of our society. Our private membership association and our global mission. This is being undertaken to better define exactly what our society and membership community is and has always been since our inception. These changes and refinements are a result of further research and investigation into the necessary compliance requirements of the global system. This relates to laws pertaining to monetary systems, public works, private currencies, and other matters. We have always, since the beginning, directed our efforts in creating the billion coin to be in full compliance with all laws and jurisdictions, while at the same time providing the solutions we have developed to relieve global poverty of all people in this world. With our new research and investigation, we have determined that certain use of language was misleading or potentially able to be misconstrued. Before the time for clarity and precision is now upon us as a community. Certain foundational components of our private society and membership association were inferred but not necessarily precisely conveyed with our choice of language and presentations. Thus, we now see that we must correct previous errors and mistakes, whether done by commission or omission, and more properly present to our membership and the world at large what exactly we are and what we are not. In this regard, pursuant to this announcement, we wish to define these fundamental points and principles to achieve clarity for all concerned. These points are as follows. TBC community was founded as a private society and a private contract association, continues as such to this day. It will always be defined exactly by these two phrases. A private society is not incorporated in any jurisdiction and is established upon the right of all people to have and express the paramount right of self-determination and private association. As an unincorporated body politic, we did not derive our existence from any external authorization, but by the will and intent of the members of the society. At the same time, we honor and respect the laws of all nations and do not encourage any member to do otherwise. It is of the highest importance in our principles of association that we remain in honor, peace with all people, all nations. Our society is founded upon a mission, purpose with stated principles. This mission purpose will soon be formally defined in a published mission statement, while at the same time, since our inception, we have put forward the principles that in fact define our mission and purpose in various written presentations, both public and private. The mission and principles are simple and pure. We are here to provide the people of the world a tool to alleviate all poverty, suffering for all people. This tool puts into the hands of the people the right of self-empowerment. Our, a private contract association is a group of people who come together to form a mutual basis of association, a mutual benefit society, in which all benefit from the structure, tools, principles of the society accrue to and are shared by all the members. Private society and private contract association styled as a mutual benefit society is not owned by any individual. They exist by the will of the members and are established on the basis of privately contracting to an agreed upon set of rules and activities. These rules have already been made clear since our beginning as to what is required to be a member of our society and association in good standing. As a member in good standing, one has the benefit of using the billion coin, and the Kringle currency has a private medium of exchange. One of our mistakes was naming this currency as a form of money, which we now realize is not accurate. This will soon be corrected. The term money carries certain legal definitions and implications. Thus, by this announcement, we are making it clear that any and all use of terms such as money, dollar, euro, or other similar words and references was done in error and mistake. We therefore hereby issue our formal apology, declaration of intent to correct such mistakes forthwith and with the utmost expediency possible. TBC and Kringle are not commercial instruments or negotiable paper, as those terms are defined in domestic and international legal systems. Any implications, interference, or aspersions to the contrary were done in error, and again, we apologize for any misunderstanding or confusion caused by our inaccurate use of language, all of which will soon be corrected on our websites and any other materials available either public or private. TBC and Kringle are not in any way a security instrument. They do not secure any interest in any intrinsic value, commodity, asset, or account. They are a privately issued medium of exchange available only to members of a private mission society and private contract association, pursuant to and according to its private rules of members and participation. The inherent value that they represent is only the life force, spiritual value of our private society members. We are a global sharing and eleemosynary society. Sharing is derived by the private contract agreement to share our value and life force with each other for mutual support and benefit. TBC and Kringle are a private currency, which means it is designed to flow through a channel, much like Hess River has a current and flows through its course, or electricity has a current that flows through wires that provide the value of kinetic work to light our homes and run our factories. We share the common purpose, value of using our life force as a current that flows through the course of our system, which is made up of living men, women, and children. Eleemosynary means charitable. We define our society as such because we believe in the true charity of kindness, giving, sharing, and supporting lives of integrity and respect. As we all work together to build this global community, we are providing true giving, sharing of all who participate. Any use or reference to commercial terms or comparative value ratios against national currencies or precious metals is only for comparative purposes and does not impute any direct or skewed relationship to such instruments or assets. Any misconstruction of this in the past was done by mistake, error for which we apologize and shall rapidly correct as stated herein. Any interference that TBC or Kringle is a medium of investment is entirely inaccurate. Once again, any language influence materials, websites, or presentations that may have engendered such mistaken interferences shall be corrected. Any statements that a private medium of exchange carried fungible potential with public currencies was never inferred or intended. Henceforth, we shall use the formal names of our organization as the Kringle Private Society and the TBC Private Contract Association. Our mission statement and related materials to this effect will be forthcoming and made available to the public via our two official websites. We do not accept any misconstruction of our society, purpose, principles, or association that might be found on any other public medium, that is YouTube, social media platforms, individual websites. Only formally authorized materials shall henceforth be considered acceptable to represent these entities. Such materials will always be issued under the formal seal of the society, which is currently being developed and will soon be announced on our websites. Upon such announcement, all materials, brochures, publicly accessible web pages, any other medium of communication will display the seal. Only the TBC administrative team shall be authorized to use said seal. In the near future, articles of association will be published for the private contract association All current and future members will be required to electronically sign and accept the articles in order to continue with their membership. These articles will comprise the contractual basis of our association, thus fulfilling the requirements of a private contract association, henceforth also referred to as PCA. These articles will contain already existing rules of membership, with the addition of a few required stipulations to properly reflect the information presented in this announcement. As a private society, the Kringle Private Society has full authority to create its own form of governance, law form, court, and private treasury. This will be established to better serve and protect the interests of our members, and will be available to every member for the settlement of disputes, other such basic principles of a balanced society of men, women, and children. It will take time to properly fulfill these requirements, and all members will be kept informed as to the progress thereof. We request the understanding and patience of our members in this process. Our purpose and mission includes the education of our members so that they grow into properly informed and intelligent members of the private society and the larger world society of our respective countries and the world as a whole. In months to come, we shall be implementing tools for such education so that our members can be successful with TBC and Kringle and understand how to use it for their benefit and the mutual benefit of all our members. Within such education, some of the terms and points contained in this announcement and in future materials will be clarified so that we proceed forward together as a well-educated body politic of competent and educated people that are here in associations to benefit ourselves, the communities and nations in which we live, work, and the world as a whole. The only value that TBC and Kringle carry is that of the mutual benefit, confidence of our private members. We hold the value of every human being on this planet to be of the highest order, pursuant to our privately held beliefs and conscience. All of our members comprise the collective value of our society. As an ecclesia, defined as the body of the congregation, that is the living body of our congregation together. We are a non-denominational and non-hierarchical body of living beings. This is the definition of a body politic. Thus, we consider our society to be an ecclesiastical body politic, immune from the public, commercial, corporate, jurisdictional authorities of constituted national bodies polity. We do not ascribe to any given religion, part or other denomination of belief or creed, while at the same time we support all of our members in the pursuit of their own right of self-determination to uphold individual beliefs, modes of living to private and personal conscience. The only exclusion to this principle is against those who would use our society to promote violence or harm to others. This includes an absolute forbiddance of any illicit use of our private medium of exchange in any manner to take advantage of another or to transgress the domestic laws of the nations in which one lives. We are here to promote peace and prosperity for all human beings and all living things in this world. The Kringle Society has been established in conformity and in alignment with the Pen Terra de Oro Private Society. All records of the Kringle Private Society are secured and held in the private permanent archival system of records of the Pen Terra de Oro Society, Court of the Ecclesia. We are in full alignment with the globally published Declaration of Intention of the Pen Terra de Oro Private Society, formally adopt the principles contained therein. As a member of the Pen Terra de Oro Private Society, we are aligned with and included therein to the formal announcement to all world administrative bodies and the offer of treaty of peace and cessation of hostilities presented to the Holy See. We are the nuncio of Washington District of Colombia. We are at peace with all public entities and institutions worldwide, neutral in the public, proceeding in peaceful harmony, committee with all agencies, departments and authorities, any and all public entities of national character. Henceforth, all public communications shall be under the seal of the Kringle Private Society and the international flag of peace. To all of our current members, please be patient as we undertake the necessary changes as described in this announcement. We will have abundant details ready to provide within our private member process in weeks and months to come. Changes being undertaken will assure stronger and more resilient membership for all of us for the fulfillment of our mission and the prosperity of all. Thank you for your patience, considerations, and continuing support. My fellow TBCians, the public announcement put out by the TBC admin is very, very clear. This public announcement by the TBC admin has now spelled out what we really are. What is our TBC Kringle Society? It is a private society comprising of all the verified TBC members in our private community, so that we will promote our TBC Kringle as a private currency to be the medium of exchange within the members in our private community. I would like to take this great opportunity to thank our great TBC admin who is putting all the efforts, working tirelessly to put things in order and gradually put it out to us, all the TBC members. May God bless our great TBC admin